Alright, hey, what's up? Coming at you with another threat assessment video for April 9th. This is going to be short and sweet. Yesterday we streamed, and it was a good stream. We had a couple good questions come up. And then yesterday we talked primarily about a few issues in the news that we wanted to kind of deep dive on, and some kind of tertiary things going on. So we did update our levels a little bit to accommodate some of the things that we were talking about with the immigrants and, well, actually, brain fart. People being deported without due process, so we added that. And then discussed how we almost have like 1 foot in the door kind of on the next level, so really looking for any one of the next factors that we called out. We pretty much need like one more major one, or some consistent push here, I think, to get to this next level. But we're real close, so we're gonna work on that a little bit. We're gonna put that here, and we'll just set the expectation of like what we're gonna do next in our planning. So instead of like saying we've said that consistently on the last assessments, we're calling this, we're at this like heightened state, but we're maybe even we got like 1 foot in this. So we're like not just heightened, but like I don't know, one more step away or near. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how I want to word this, but we're like orange 2/orange 3. I don't know. That I don't think that fits. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to like phrase this so that it's both makes sense. It's like not inflammatory or like scary, because you don't want to like slam your fight or flight response just like working on this stuff. We need to like moderate ourselves and anyone else who's going to be trying to use this as a tool. Anyways, from April 9th, we did see suspension of due process for with deportations without rights, observation of constitutional rights. But we're saying this is maybe like, I think that there's been, the numbers have been in the 100, maybe low 100, maybe less than 100. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure we're getting 100% good data. If people are slipping through the cracks here, we're not really sure. This still seems to be like not widespread as it like an emergency situation may call for. I'm trying to be like not blowing it out of proportion. This is like super important. This is like super, super important stuff we're talking about. But we know that the scale that they were talking about was like millions. this is like the Trump administration itself, like prior to taking power, like the scale that they thought, like they anticipated they were going to try and push it to, or something like that. So, will there be like a noticeable way that we'll be able to tell if the scale has increased? We don't know, but at this point, it appears to be like relatively small compared to what they were saying. I don't know how much we want to judge what we're thinking on what they said, but just we had basing this off something. This happens again with another round of 100 people. I mean, that's going to raise an eyebrow. I might say, okay, so we've had, this happened like once, and then it's happened again. So, we're going to, they're going to repeat this over and over and over. So we had then something to go on. But for right now, we're saying it's somewhat limited. But the precedence is, it's completely set there by the Trump administration and by the Supreme Court. And that's like a shot off your bow if you're like using nautical terms, or like maybe worse, I don't know, maybe the hull's breached and we're taking on water there or something. I don't know what the analogy you want to put there, but it's very serious. So I think because of how serious that is, and we're not even talking about any other issues, we're not even talking about the economy stuff, we're just talking about this single issue, that we're going to begin really focusing on working on what the plan is for our next directive. So we're going to approach this as like we're going to be there. And we got to get ahead of that so that we know, exactly what we're going to do. There's no gray area when we say as a group, or, as your anti-fascist book club, your protest group, your friends, family, whatever it is, when you all say, okay, I think we're here, then, you know exactly what to do. So that's the goal here. That'll be a separate video, or I might do that on stream tomorrow, probably. So cool, to get that out of the way. So we got that. We are about to be here. About to be Orange 3. So, and then briefly, since the stream yesterday, there's been a lot of news. We've seen, tariffs. Lots happened. Since we started talking about it, we put it on our list of things to look at. Tariffs went out. Freaked the entire world out. We saw retaliatory tariffs come back on American goods, and we saw China impose some stiff ones, and we saw the economy really take a hit. Now, we don't know. We also saw, let's say, Trump paused the tariffs for 90 days. Independent of what the Dow Jones Industrial Average is doing, I'm going to say the uncertainty level is extremely high. And we talked about this several times before, but uncertainty is one of the major things we're going to put on our watch list. Just the uncertainty level is extreme. And, we don't know if that's by design. We don't know if that's accidental, dumb stuff going on. We don't know. It really doesn't matter. We're just extremely uncertain of what is going to happen tomorrow. Is he going to say, oh, sorry, no, I meant 9 hours. I don't know. I meant 90 minutes. we don't know. This guy's a freaking lunatic. So, extreme uncertainty. That is not how you spell that, apparently. Look at that. Fixed it. Boom. Love it. Loving it. Technology. Helping the bad spellers every day. This is great. Extreme uncertainty in financial markets. And these not just in markets. I mean, that is like people's gauge of how the economy is going to go, but actual economic warfare. So that's what they call it when these countries, impose these tariffs on each other and to prove a point or to try and get some leverage or to try and get a country to do something it doesn't want to do. That's economic warfare, and it's just extremely volatile. This kind of stuff, countries isolating themselves and then economic warfare, it is the kind of stuff that leads to, real warfare in the past and in certain circumstances. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but it's just more uncertainty. And as we said, uncertainty is always something that should ping your light bulb. Your little light bulb should go off when things are uncertain. Awesome. So we have this here. We're just going to put extreme uncertainty. Uncertainty. Yeah. When are we going to have to spell that again? Well, okay. So that's on there. So we got two big ones. Oh, right. Great. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll work on the directive for this, so we will know what to do, and we'll start working on a plan. This is like a general plan for anyone that wants to take it up, augment it, share it, and make it your own. Very cool. Awesome. That is the threat assessment for today, April 9th, 2025. And remember, though the storm is howling, we go forward. Peace.